The game we are playing tonight takes place in Montreal a few months after the ending of the last Chronicle. The setup is that at the end of the last Chronicle, the VtM Montreal became prince, but most of the elders of the city are gone, or terrible things have happened to them in the wake of the attack by the Gladius Day. So the Camarilla is feeling a little kind of squeezed in. They've kind of given up control of the east end of Montreal, and the prince, Mont Sinclair, has declared that anyone can settle there as long as they don't breach the masquerade. That's the only thing people have to be careful of, is not to breach the masquerade, but otherwise they can settle there and carve themselves out a little territory, which is what our friends here have done, and we'll meet them as we go along. Here tonight, primarily, a lot of the action centers around a specific place, a little cocktail bar restaurant named Eden, where our lovely coterie here tends to congregate. Eden is a breath of green and gold rising from the industrial grit of the East End. Walk in and the doors open into space, generous, deliberate, where modern lines soften under layers of shadow and soft green glow. Dark gray walls recede so the greens can breathe. Deep emerald upholstery wraps the tables and booths, velvet smooth and inviting, while gold accents catch the low light, suggesting a restrained hint of luxury. The bar stretches long and confident through the center of the room, a spine of polished stone and brass. Above it, slender tubes of green glass descend from the ceiling, suspended like rain caught mid-fall. They glow faintly, tinting faces and cocktails with a botanical hush. The air smells of citrus peel, crushed herbs, and something older, loam, deep, and sweet. People gather here who don't quite belong together anywhere else. Downtowners slum it in tailored jackets, curious and a little reckless, while hip older singles settle into booths with the ease of regulars who know how the night will unfold. Conversations murmur, laughter slips into the corners, and the music, low, rhythmic, keeps everything moving without ever hurrying. Eden rises through 3 floors. The top floor opens up to the centerpiece of the whole bar. A large terrarium dominates the space, lush and humid, leaves pressing against the glass as if listening for the secrets of the patrons. A bar wraps around it in a slow, intimate curve, inviting you to orbit the green heart at its center. Inside the terrarium, 2 black mambas, Hades and Persephone, coiled with unhurried grace, their presence both unsettling and magnetic. They are alive in a way that sharpens the room, reminding everyone, pay attention. Eden feels earthy, sensual, rooted, less a restaurant than a cultivated ecosystem, a place of earthly mysteries and lush pleasure. Its owner, Lillian, is rarely seen directly, yet her influence is everywhere, in a careful balance of light and shadow, and the way the night seems to deepen rather than fade, in the sense that time behaves differently here. It feels like the stories got it wrong. Eden is not lost. It waits, patient and eternal, and those who enter feel chosen. And into this, we find Lillian. Lillian, it is early in the evening. It is mid-January, which in Montreal means a lot of cold, a lot of snow. It means slow business. People don't venture out as much these nights. But you still expect a turnout of some sort. As you run around gracefully, trying to make sure everything's in order and everything is tip-top and everyone's at their business, what would someone see if they were to happen upon this scene and gaze upon you?
Lillian tonight is wearing a sweetheart corset-laced, just below the knee sort of cocktail dress. It is sleek and black with a slit up the side. She has her staple black Pradas on, and her hair, not a strand is out of place in these bouncy, sort of luscious waves. Her hair is the color of plum. And she is just very gracefully walking around the bar, checking to make sure that nothing is out of place. All the tablecloths are aligned and center. All the candles are lit. And really just going through and being thorough, making sure that the atmosphere is correct.
As you do so, keeping an eye out, making sure things there, you notice through the windows that the wind is picking up, the snow is picking up. They weren't advertising, or they weren't announcing any sort of major storm. You're hoping that this is not some kind of surprise last-minute storm which is going to drive business totally into the ground. But as you watch that reflected in the window coming towards you, you see your right-hand man, Pascal, who approaches you with obvious worry on his brow. He's got a towel over his shoulder. He's got his little iPad on which he keeps tracks of stuff, inventories and shifts and all that, as he's the kind of the manager, the real manager. He's a ghoul, so he gets to handle a lot of the day-to-day kind of business of things. He comes up to you and he says,
Yes, Pascal.
Yeah, there was a bit of a mix-up. I don't think we're going to have the chartreuse. I had ordered 3 cases. We're not going to have... Now, this is a little upsetting because one of the signature cocktails in your bar is made with chartreuse, of course. And people order it a lot. So, it's like I was sure I'd put in an order for some of them. Wait a minute. The Chablis just fucking disappeared too. What's going on? Look at this, and he comes over and he shows you the iPad, and he's got like a kind of program that, you know, where he takes his stock and his inventory and all that, and he kind of updates fairly regularly, kind of in real time. And you're seeing orders drop down to 0 right in front of your eyes. What the fuck's going on with this thing? He shakes the iPad. He's not very smart.
Shaking it isn't going to make it work. Here, let me...
He hands it over to you.
And she will take a look at the information, what is actively happening.
You're not sure. It's as if it's like a shared program or something. Someone's on the other end changing numbers. You can see that the stock numbers are going completely out of whack. The order numbers are going completely out of whack. It's really, and it's happening kind of in front of your face right now.
Did someone like hack our bar? Her first thoughts. And okay, let's do this manually. And like turns off the iPad for the moment, and we'll make a note to come back to that, because that's definitely weird, and I'm sure there's an answer for it. I just don't have that answer right now, and we need to get things moving. So doing this manually will take more time, but at least we know what we actually have without relying on technology. And she like kind of like lazily holds the iPad.
I mean, like with a pencil and shit?
Yes, with a pencil. You remember how to write, correct?
Oh.
Okay.
Just, you know, the cross-referencing and, you know, papers get lost. It's just a look. can you get someone in? Or, I mean, I can call, but we should get someone in to look into this because this is pretty bad. If I have no clue exactly how much stuff we have and what's going on, or if, God forbid, orders are being placed for some of these things or orders canceled, like, we're going to be up shit's creek.
I understand. You go do what you do. I will go do what I do. Okay. And she will politely but sternly walk off and head towards her office where she can actively deal with the situation at hand.
As you walk into your office, you see out of the corner of the eye that he's walking away shaking the iPad again. Like it's in it.
She just groans and
he's good. He knows his job. It's just, you know, sometimes he's
needs a little bit of help.
By the way. We got some donations. Barl and Lumix. Hey, Lumix, how you doing? I hope you had great holidays, brother. Dropped some goodies on you, so you have a couple night moves kicking around. Thanks very much, gang. I don't know if I missed others, but hey, creep. So you go into your office.
Mm-hmm.
What does your office look like?
It's very modern for how the rest of the aesthetic of the bar is. She does not spend a lot of time in here. There is a rather plush chair in there and like a sort of glass desk with her computer, and everything is very neatly laid out. There is, again, not a speck of dust on it or anything out of place. Everything looks very intentional. She will open up her computer and then start firing off messages to their IT person. Because, like, she doesn't handle IT. No. She has a person for that.
Excellent. For shits and giggles, why don't you give me a intelligence plus technology roll?
Oh, God. Are you sure?
Yeah.
First roll of the night, buddy.
First roll of the night. Let's fucking go. That is one success. Technology isn't my strong suit.
With one success, though, you're pretty sure that you didn't cause it when the entire thing shuts down. And I don't mean your computer shuts down, but it feels like your internal server has crashed. Like everything is just goes blank. Computer's still on, but everything is blank. And you're pretty sure it's not something you did with your one success.
Oh, that's a big problem. She is now racking her brain with absolutely anybody that she could call to come fix it.
While you're sitting there racking your brain, trying to figure out who you could call, there's a knock at your office door, and you see Pascal popping his head in again. Did everything just crash?
Yes, it did.
All right. There's someone here to see you. Let me look into this. Let me look into this. I'll try to get something sorted out. There's someone here to see you. Not someone I know. It's kind of underdressed, but he said it was personal business. I think he's you know.
Just show him in. It's fine. Like
Turns over and goes, "Yeah, buddy, come on over." She'll see you, and you hear footsteps approaching your door, and just as the shadow crosses the threshold of your door, we travel over to the port. The port of Montreal lies half awake under winter's grip, a sprawl of steel and ice pressed against the black water of the river. Sodium vapor lights buzz overhead, casting sickly orange halos that barely cut through the cold. Snow crusts the concrete and dirty ridges, packed hard by tires and boots, while the wind off the St. Lawrence River slices clean through layers of wool and leather. A small ship sits at berth without ceremony, its hull dark, its name absent or painted over, no logos, no markings, just metal and faint plumes of steam rising into the night. The river laps softly against it, the sound swallowed almost immediately by the groan of cranes and the distant hum of the city beyond the industrial zone. A freezer container is in motion, suspended briefly in the air as a crane eases it from the ship's hold. Frost feathers its edges, and a thin skin of ice cracks and falls away as it swings. The container lands onto the flatbed of a waiting truck with a dull, final thud that seems too loud for the hour. The truck idles, engine low, patient, headlights off. Motorcycle gang members linger nearby, scattered rather than grouped, pretending not to watch. Heavy boots grind snow into powder, leather jackets creak as shoulders shift. The patches on their backs catch the light when they turn, flashes of color against all that gray. Flaming skull with flaming sunglasses on, and the words "Scorched MC" emblazoned above. Cigarettes glow and dim between fingers, sparks briefly bright in the cold before the smoke is torn away by the wind. Their eyes track movement without obvious effort. Alert, but bored, yet still watching. No one speaks more than necessary. A nod replaces a handshake. Paperwork is non-existent or already settled elsewhere. The crane retracts. Chains are unhooked. The container is secured with practice speed, metal clanging softly as locks slide into place. As you're watching this happen, Stone, as you're watching this container being placed on this flatbed and your men, the men of your motorcycle gang, scattered around, what would someone see if they were to take a look at you? Thanks, Dro, for that donation.
In the corner of the craned area, Stone sitting on his bike, one foot up, the other kind of bracing himself, smoking on a cigar. It's a taller gentleman, very scruffy. He always has this like faint air of probably dirt, like around his forehead, definitely around his knuckles. It could be grease. We don't know. Wild, scraggly hair, tufted beard. He's wearing his colors and he's just looking, making sure everything is done properly. And every so often, as the light of a truck or a floodlight passes across, you can see yellow glints in his eyes that go back and forth. And just a toothy grin as a single gold tooth on the bottom row of his mouth. He's like, "You think you could be any rougher with that?"
Hey, you get what you get. I can't control which guys show up for the thing. We're just
That's
lucky
fine.
that they're willing to help us out.
If there's any damage to it, it comes out of your ass. So be careful.
Damage to the container, to the truck, to
All of it. All of it.
out of my ass.
Yours specifically.
Mine specifically.
Sorry. Yeah.
Was there a vote on that bullshit, or is it just kind of?
There was a vote. Would you like for me to replay it?
No, it's okay. I trust you.
I know I can't. I know. I think that probably replaying it for your mind's eye would be important. So listen, all who vote to take it out of your ass specifically, say aye. Aye. The ayes have it.
He bends down and starts packing a handful of snow. He's like, yeah, right, okay. And then what happened? And he's packing it really tight, and he's using his potence, and he's compacting the living fuck out of that ice and snow.
I think I approach as they're doing what they're doing, and I take my hand and just like looking on my player sheet, and I've never done this before. It's the first time playing a game Grail, and I have things. I'm going to use Vistitude to enlarge my hand into a claw and bury it deep into their shoulder and go, "What do you mean? What happened then?"
It's a fucking new jacket, boss. Jesus.
The middle finger merges with the flesh and the skin of their shoulder, and he just spins it around, and he's like, "You can buy another one after this job." He takes it out.
The snow and ice in his hand explodes as he squeezes it down. He starts back in there. Jesus Christ.
Right now. How much longer?
Did you order 2 Jeeps?
No. Half of us are on bikes.
There's 2 of them coming. You look up, and down the access ramp that leads down to the loading dock where you are, you see 2 hardtop Jeeps coming down slowly, pulling up.
Okay, finish doing what you're doing. I'll see what they want.
The Jeeps pull up, stop at a respectful distance, wait a little bit, their headlights on, watching you approach. Eventually a door opens. Out the side steps out someone you recognize. Desmond, also known as the Ashen Crow. You know that he's the leader of the Eclipse. And he's one of those new Thin Bloods. At least that's what they're calling themselves. They're these strange new breed of Kindred that can walk in sunlight. They started popping up around last year. You heard rumors that it had something to do with some kind of drug and experimentation that had been done by Aegis. But you weren't really around kicking too much, so you don't know for sure, but he approaches you, pulls his hood back up, cinches it. You can tell he can feel a bit of the cold much more than you do. Hey, big dog.
Chilly?
Cold as fuck.
I can imagine. What's going on?
Oh, you know, taking the air. Thought I'd do maybe a spot of fishing. You know a good spot?
Mm-hmm. Right over there. What do you need?
Well, that's great. I'll throw a line in a minute. What are you guys doing?
Baking a cake.
Strangest cake I ever seen.
High in fiber. What do you need?
I need to look inside your cake.
That's a personal request, only really afforded to people that I'm very close to and I like.
Well,
You,
I
not
think
too
you
much.
and I should get close because I think we should look inside that cake. I think you're going to want to look inside that cake.
Was I told not to look inside the cake?
Not specifically. You were just told to pick up the package and take it downtown.
I don't go snooping, Desmond. I do as I'm told, as most people should. I pick the package up and drop it off. I get paid.
He walks over to you, puts his hands in his jean pockets.
Slow down. Okay.
Yeah. No, don't worry. I'm not packing or anything. It's not my style. We were offered this job before it came to you, and when I did my due diligence and looked into it, I saw things that made me think that maybe it wasn't a good job, so we passed on it. I was a little dismayed to see that you took it, but I guess, adults got to eat and all that, but I thought as a courtesy, as to people who kind of run on the same side of the street and all, that I would come and give you the information that I had and see if maybe you wanted to rethink your position on that.
To run on the same side of the street. That's a stretch. It really is. All right. I'm curious. Apparently I'm easily swayed tonight. What you know?
Great. I'm glad that you're so amenable. He looks over to the jeeps and kind of gives them a sign, and you figure it's just a kind of everything's cool, chill out. After you, I have a crowbar. Need a crowbar?
No, I think I got it. Well, yeah, bring it. That's fine. We'll go over to the box.
He goes over to the jeep, gets a crowbar, goes back. Isn't it dangerous riding motorcycles in this kind of fucking weather?
Unless you don't know how to fucking ride,
I don't know how to ride.
then it's dangerous.
But if I knew how to ride, it wouldn't be dangerous. Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly. Snow tires. And he kind of like pats one of the tires. Come on.
Oh, learn something new every day.
Shall we?
Sure. He hands you the crowbar. Want to do the honors? I'm not as, beefy and buffed as you are.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm more of one of those intellectual kind of leaders.
That's okay. I'll do the heavy lifting. And he gets a point, begins to pry it open.
As you go to pry it open, your second Brophy goes, the fuck's going on, boss?
I'm fucking curious. Apparently this...
I don't think we should open the package.
I don't think we should either, but I'm convinced. I'll...
Okay.
Guess what? You've been relieved of out of your ass duties. It'll come out of mine.
Huh. That's a relief.
There it is. Continue to pry it open. Yeah, I want to see.
You put the pry bar in, pop off the chain. It's got one of those plastic wraps around it, and it's got a sealed. They're gonna know you opened it. Just before you open it, I'm letting you know they're gonna know you opened it. Still want to open it?
I mean, up here, I kind of want a shenanigan, but it's episode 1, and I should probably cool it.
Yeah, tonight you shenan, and then episode 2 you shenan again.
Again, yeah. It fell off the crane. That's what happened. I continue to open it up.
You crack it open. It opens up. You get this blast of cold air. This is a refrigerated container. Even in this kind of weather, they have a refrigerator. You have this blast of cold air that wafts over you. The doors swing open. Inside, there's about 3 feet, and then there's another wall, and there's a door, like a man-sized door built into that wall.
Say that one more time. My brain didn't catch on that.
What's inside the container is shorter than the container. So there's you open the 2 big doors of the container, then there's 3 or 4 feet, and then there's another wall that kind of blocks off completely the container. And in that wall, there's a regular man-sized door.
Okay, and this was on a crane?
Yep.
This is okay.
It's like one of those big metal containers that goes on the back
Connex box is the word that you're looking for.
Well, okay. Wild. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Bo.
Looks at Desmond. Yes.
Well, in for a penny, and he hops up and he goes over and puts his hand on the little lever, and he opens it. Cracks it open. Another blast of cold air, even colder than before. It's dark in there, and he's like, "Oh fuck! You got a flashlight or something?"
I don't really need it, but yeah, give me a second. I go to my bike, and I get out a flashlight, and before I do, I look at my buddy, and I go, "Keep an eye out. If anyone shows up who shouldn't, have a snack."
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He starts doing baseball signs to the guys.
Tight-knit team. I jump in, turn on the flashlight.
You turn on the flashlight. Inside the internal container, you see 7 bodies. The interesting thing about these bodies, as they are lying there, They're all wrapped in this sort of orange kind of plastic thing. You can see that they're holding like a bag or something inside. But the thing that kind of sticks out the most, very literally, is each of them has a wooden stake driven right in their hearts.
Is there anything identifiable on them?
You walk over to the first one, and as you do, we cut over. And here's my thing. I have no clue where Clementine is. So I don't have a nice little description for you, but how about you tell us? Where Clementine? How do you want to pronounce it? Clementine?
Clementine.
Like the song?
Yeah. I think for a brief moment, honestly, Clementine doesn't know where she is. I think she is sort of putzing around in what she thinks is utter darkness on her hands and knees, and comes crawling out from beneath one of the tables in Eden, and sort of like pokes her head around and says, "That was the weirdest sleep I've ever had. Might need to write that down in my dream journal."
You come out from under a table and you see willing to work as a waiter or something, and he's looking down and he's setting the table, and he looks down and goes, "Have you been there that whole time?"
Not the whole time. At one point I was born in a hospital, and then I grew up and I lived in San Francisco, and then things get a little bit weird there, and then I came to Montreal, and now some other weird things have happened, and now I'm here. So no, I have not been here the whole time.
As you say that, you see behind him the terrarium explodes outwards. You see these two giant mambas just sort of kind of come springing out, rolling out of this terrarium, crawling across the floor towards you. He doesn't seem to notice. He's still looking at you kind of strangely. These two black mambas come up behind him, rise up like on either side of him, and both of them at the same time chomp down on him, one on one shoulder, one on the other, and they start fighting for him and kind of starting to rip him apart, and his blood is splashing everywhere, and it's hitting you in the face, and it's going everywhere behind him. People are still working, and the two snakes are fighting over him, and they're kind of ripping him completely in half in front of you. And then he says, "I don't think you're supposed to sleep there."
Clementine just has this like glassy-eyed look on her as she sees what she's seeing. And for context, Clementine is in this like pink shrug, a little halter top, skin tight black jeans, and rhinestone ankle boots with a little heel, like a little pointed heel on them, mismatched rings, and sort of does not fit the vibe of this place at all, but seems to somehow belong a little too well. She's a little too comfortable here. And when he says that and she looks back up at him, is he still being devoured by
No,
these,
he's perfectly
these
fine.
mambas?
The terrarium is fine behind him also. The snakes are inside the terrarium.
And I know this is a human man
Yes.
before me, correct? Okay. You know, I think that you're right. I probably shouldn't sleep here, but I did, and so now I'm going to leave. And she's going to sort of get up and stand, and she's sort of a small woman, but long lines on her body, long legs, and starts to sort of scurry about. She doesn't really go any one direction. She's a little bit aimless until she finds her path back up to the VIP section where she likes to reside and lurk there mostly. But she is a little bit horrified as to what she just saw, and a little bit disappointed she didn't get to directly lick blood up off of the floor.
That tracks. You make your way up to the VIP floor, where you realize the terrarium is. So there is not even a terrarium on the floor where you had passed out. You have no clue how you got that. But anyways, you climb up and you get to the 3rd floor, and now you see the terrarium, and it seems to be intact. The snakes you can see are kind of lazily being lazy inside of them. There seems to be some kind of consternation. People are moving about, people are questioning, people are looking at punching at computers, and there's some kind of strange energy going on. And there's the guy that you know, Pascal, the guy who's kind of the manager here, the right-hand man of Lillian, is like, come on, guys, we open in 20. We don't got time for this shit. Someone find me an answer. And they're kind of like scouring and running around, and there's this whole thing going on.
Being who I am within Eden, I would know Pascal, and Pascal would know who I am. Okay. I think she sort of shuffles over to him, and she walks a little odd when she's not sort of putting on a show for herself, and she like kind of walks with her hands up like this and literally just scampers over to Pascal. Is there a problem?
Clementine, did you sleep here again?
Yes. No. Yes. Yes.
I told him to look under the fucking tables.
It's, you know, sometimes I forget what time it is and it's daytime outside, and I just like to go underneath the table. It's quite cozy there. I find comfort.
You got to be careful, because this place is open during the day sometimes.
She started to get a glassy-eyed look again as she's like considering this.
Did you... You didn't do anything to the computers, did you? You didn't chew the cables or anything like that?
Why would I chew cables?
I don't know. You were under the table.
I was sleeping. That's normal.
Okay. But we got a computer problem. You know anything about computers?
Clementine does not, but she's going to say yes. Yes, actually, I'm really good at computers.
Great. Excellent. Let's go over to Lillian's office. You can probably fix things there. I think the entire system's crashed. And we're about to open. It's a huge mess. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Clementine. Saving my bacon here.
She is like elated and immediately lights up and just says, yes, I am helpful.
Yeah, of course you are. And as you are heading towards the bar, you can, the office, you can tell that Lillian's in there with someone and they're having a chat, and you can tell, since Misfit, since you're new here, you should know that generally speaking, I allow my vampires to know if someone else is a vampire or a ghoul, unless they're much lower generation than you are. And you can also eat, awesome, drink, and fuck as much as you want, because what's the point of being a vampire if you can't do those things?
We love.
Now that we've met all of you, I would like all of you to give me a rouse check for tonight and see how you are all doing on that side of things.
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
I'm doing fantastic.
In that case, we call it an arouse check.
I succeeded.
Good.
I'm aroused.
Yeah, you've aroused.
I succeeded.
I'm in character.
We like your we like Clementine's enthusiasm. As you approach, you see, or as you're approaching the office, you see that Lillian's in there with this man that you can tell is a vampire. He's wearing these kind of baggy cargo pants with these giant winter boots that are dripping water everywhere. He's clearly taken off his jacket or something. He's just got like this metal band t-shirt on. He's this tall, lanky, really kind of fit older black man, and he's speaking with Lillian. And Lillian, you don't know Reed that well. You know of him. You've heard of him. He's someone who is kind of devoted to working with people in the streets, mostly kids, things of that nature, street kids, or youths at risk, things like that. He's a kindred. He's a vampire, but he has a very strong sense of devotion to kind, and he's always kind of out there trying to help them. And as you approach, you can see Clementine kind of coming up behind him towards the office with you. He's saying, and so basically, to make a long story short, the reason I'm here, Lillian, is because I'm told you know people and you can make things happen. I'm very worried about this. And then Clementine, you come up, and just as he's saying this thing on TikTok, you pop up.
I immediately am like behind him, but to the like a little bit adjacent to him, and I like look up at him and then look over at you, Lillian. I hate TikTok.
I do too. This is why we get along. Why are we worried about something on TikTok?
Hi, I'm Sam, and he extends a hand to you.
She takes a singular finger of his and shakes it up and down.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, that is a certain thing that people say.
Indeed it is. TikTok, as I was saying, so yeah, this guy, Julien Moreau, he's this kind of new age guru or something, but he's on TikTok and he's reaching a lot of younger folk in the kind community. Now he's not one of ours. I've kind of checked into it. He's human, but a lot. Look, the reason I'm worried is because one, he's reaching a lot of people. Two, he's in town this weekend. He's got some sort of kind of like an old-timey revival thing, I guess, like a whatever convention or something. There's people coming in from all over now. There was a bus that was coming in, chartered by a group of young people. They were stopped at the border. Some of them were underaged, but they were coming here, some sort of gathering of this guy's followers. This thing's called Ministry of the Neon God. Now, I hadn't heard of it on the streets, but I became curious, so I looked into it. While these kids were being held at the border, 3 of them ran off and escaped, and presumably are heading over here. And he looks over at Clementine, and he looks to you, and he's like, okay to speak freely here?
I just want to make a note when the idea of secrets being shared in front of Clementine is mentioned and he asks that question, looking directly at Lillian, Clementine's face just immediately glows and her eyes get wide and hungry for this potential new information.
She looks to Sam and it's like, yeah, I think you will find that we do have quite a bit of information. And she will toss a cheeky glance over to Clementine and will then just please proceed.
Good. It's the language this Julian fellow uses that's got me a little bit on edge. You see, he says things like liberation through indulgence, truth through desire, freedom through casting off restraints. You heard those things before?
Storyteller, have I heard those things before?
Possibly. Go ahead and roll a d10. You too, Clementine, just roll a d10. Tell me if you get a 6 or higher.
I would love
Definitely not.
do that.
I rolled it
for
too.
You.
Hey, Story Dad, thanks for dropping in, man.
Hello.
0 success.
Sorry, what was that, Bones? I almost called you creep.
No success.
No
for
success.
Bones.
No, neither of you have heard those talking points before. They're
Interesting.
They're follower of Set. Language. Like, almost word for word now. This thing's called the Ministry of the Neon God. We know they tried to rebrand in recent years to the Ministry.
And he's not Kindred, you said.
He's not.
Are you sure about that?
I've seen plenty of clips of him out in the sun. And just looking at him, I don't get that sense. Look, I know we're not going to solve this whole thing just kind of standing around here, but I think that what would be good would be... Well, the reason I came to you is I would like your help in finding the 3 missing people from the bus. I think that they're going to be away from home, they're going to be away from their support network, they're going to be out here on their own, they're going to be fresh meat for this guy. And, you know, the ones that live here, that are already here, I know them, I can reach out to them, but these 3 kids are going to be just sort of out on their own, and I think it would probably be good if we could find them and maybe try to help them get back home. I'm really not getting a good vibe off this Ministry of the Neon God thing at all.
She taps a very well manicured nail on her glass desk. It's like,
He pulls up his phone. He's like, look, this is a billboard that popped up in town this weekend, and he flips through a couple of pictures, and then he turns around and he shows you this, and it shows this picture that he took of a billboard outside, and there's 3 young people on it, each with these neon wings, and it says "Get your wings," and then there's a link to the TikTok for the Neon God and things of that nature on it. Like, these things have started popping up. This is the kind of thing this guy does.
This is the kind of thing that attracts unwanted attention.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Clementine?
Yes.
Do you have anything to add?
Well, it's just it's a little bit like psyops, they talk about this in different subgenres of human beings. I'm just curious as to where this might go. I'm a little bit concerned now, but I'd be happy to help.
Yes.
If you want my specialties.
I don't know what you can or can't do. I haven't been in town very long. All I keep hearing is that you're kind of a central figure. You know a lot of people, you connect people, so I thought I'd come to you.
They're not wrong. I have carved out a bit of the city for myself. We will look into your problem if you can help me with one of mine.
Sure. If it's something I can do, I'll gladly do it.
Are you good with computers?
I mean, I know how to work a toaster.
Not helpful.
That's actually what I came up to help you with, Lillian, is with the computers, and she's like slinking back. But if you already have somebody who can do this for you.
I feel like I know Clementine well enough to know that Clementine does not know a thing about computers. Okay. Then she just kind of like looks at her like, are you serious right now?
Pascal asked, and I said yes.
Don't lie to him. He's too gullible.
It was kind of funny.
I imagine. She like the very gruff and stern exterior cracks for a moment. And she kind of like laughs and then looks back to Sam and is like, I have had someone crash my system tonight. If you know anything about that, we would be more than willing to make a deal.
I don't, but I know someone who does. I could give them a ring if you want. They're very good and they're like,
please.
They're like us, so got little secrets running around in there. All
we
right.
do love secrets here.
Let me go get on the phone, and I'll see what I can whip up.
There's a private, so Lillian's office is a bit bougie, where there is a private space for people to make phone calls. So she just offers that space to him.
He'll head up in there. Pascal is looking at you. So you're not good with computers.
Yeah, I am. Actually, it's so crazy that you say that. I'm so good with
Oh
computers,
my god.
Pascal.
Oh my god. He turns around and he walks back out towards the bar.
Just go. Just go, Pascal. Let's just go. Good
shouldn't
with
have-
computers now, huh?
I was asleep underneath the table and he asked me if I was good at computers. So that's sort of his fault.
No, okay. Yeah, it's his fault. He should have known better. He's known you for how long?
Long enough. Did you get more snakes? Did you add more snakes downstairs?
No, you know Hades and Persephone hate other snakes.
Okay, no reason. Just curious about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sam pokes his head back in. Totally forgot. I have some information on those missing kids. Right here, he pulls out an envelope from his back pocket. He hands it to you. Sorry, I should have given you this earlier. I printed out some pictures and I got what names I could find for them, and he slides them over.
I will flip through the document. I'm assuming that Clementine is looking over my shoulder as I flip through this.
Clementine is sat crisscross applesauce on your desk.
Oh, I love her.
And is like
the only one who gets away with any of this.
Yeah, absolutely. And is like directly across from me, I think, and like leaning over like this number.
As you look through them, you see a young man, two women. The names don't mean anything to you except for one. One has a very interesting tidbit about it, in that her last name is the same last name as Stone.
Bronson. Oh, well, I'm absolutely going to pull out my phone and give
her name is Logan Bronson.
Stone a call.
Meanwhile, back in the freezer,
I'm looking for any discernible features, tattoos, etchings, anything. Maybe like the person who staked them took souvenirs, what have you.
I got you. When you approach, you see that they're all, as I said, staked. Go ahead and give me just a clear an investigation plus intelligence roll.
How much do I want? How much do I want this? All right, I'm going to use... Actually, you know what? I'm going to rouse the blood to give me 2 extra dice. Is that acceptable?
That's totally acceptable.
Okay. All right, I don't get hungrier. Yay.
Good.
2 successes. Damn it.
Okay.
All right.
So a couple things that are easy to find. Each of them is carrying a get right to you. Each of them is carrying a little kind of satchel or bag, if you will, in which there are a number of things. I'm just looking for my notes. There you go. Inside the packages, each of them has what appears to be a burner phone, a prepaid credit card, a map of Montreal, piece of paper with addresses and keys. A quick look tells you that the addresses are mostly downtown or in the East End. And then each of them has what appears to be a scroll tube that is sealed with wax. As you're picking through this and going through that stuff, Desmond is checking also, and he's like, well, I think they're thin bloods. And I think most of them are dead.
Yeah.
That's...
I should be able to smell that, right?
Well, so here's the thing. When vampires are staked, unless they're very, very young, they die. They turn to ash and they die. One of the new phenomena with thin bloods is that instead of dying, they go into a deep kind of torpor, basically. Yeah, I guess you would be able to tell that. Also, I guess you would know that they're not just in torpor, but so when you check it out, you realize there's only one of them that appears to have survived whatever happened to the others. Do you have any medicine?
Pretty sure I have like some liquor somewhere. Do I have any medicine? I do.
You have a skill, medicine skill? Okay. So roll that in your intelligence.
Well, it's definitely outside the box for me. Here we go. 2 successes. Let's ride.
You think it's the cold that killed him. You think that the act of going into torpor plus getting deep freeze like this is what killed him, and one survived just by pure luck.
Desmond, take that one.
He goes over and checks her out. You see someone who looks like... Oh, don't tell me I didn't prepare the picture. Totally didn't prepare the picture. I'll have to go back and get it in a second.
Goose.
She's a very young woman. She's got tattoos, piercings. She looks like, kind of a skater girl maybe, or something like that. And they all look very different. Some of them they're all younger people. Some of them are kind of very clean cut. Some of them are like her, more street, a bit more punk. Some of them are a bit more alternative. There's one who's kind of gothy. But she's the only one who appears to have survived. And yeah, so they all have the same things and those scroll tubes with sealed in wax.
I take her satchel as Desmond takes her. And then I go, all right, we're leaving. And I close everything up as best I can. Like you said, they're still going to know that it was broken into, but I think I have an idea for that. Desmond, just
what are you gonna do? You're just gonna deliver this?
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna take this to where we're supposed to go?
Yeah, I am.
You don't find this a little bit worrisome?
I do, which is why I'm taking this and you're taking them.
Okay, sure. And he bends down and he picks up the one that's still alive. Brophy's outside. What's going on? Everything all right in there?
Yeah, could you go to my bike and see if I have any more cigars left?
That's what you say when you want someone to just fuck off because you don't want them to see what you're doing.
Could you fuck off for like 10 minutes?
Oh, God. Well, why don't you just say that to begin with?
I don't know. To leave.
He turns around, shaking his head. And you hear him go, I don't know what's going on.
It's just good. It's good that you don't. Just 10 minutes and then come back.
What do you do?
As soon as they're gone, I go, Desmond, just take them, leave, try to wake them up, speak to them. They're probably going to be a little crazed, but do your best. And then when you find out anything, you call me.
All right. I will do so. And he takes her with him to the jeeps. And he looks back. What are you going to do?
I'm going to deliver the package.
Yeah, be careful. This is really weird, and I'm not sure that it's fucking shit. Be careful, all right?
Yeah, that's fine. Desmond, what side of town do you reside on?
Here, East End.
Okay.
Like you.
Okay. Yeah, go straight to home. Don't pass go, don't collect $200. Just go home.
All right, I'll call you. And he
Yeah.
brings the girl in. Someone opens the back of a Jeep and they put her in, and he gets back in the front and turns around.
Okay.
They head off. That guy carrying a body?
No, it's a large
Okay.
duffel bag.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. What are we doing, boss?
So we are going to, and like Stone is closing everything up, and fuck, you're not going to make me have to do the thing to you, am I?
What are you talking about?
We got here late. This was swarmed by 10 Thin Bloods. We killed 3 of them. The third one, we asked where they came from, and they said they were on the West End before we killed them. But you're going to deliver this? And when they ask why it's open, that's why it's open. Am I going to have to do the thing on you?
No, you don't have to do no thing. What? Hey, look. You say this is what happens, that's what happens. We cool in the game, man.
All right. Above table, he was going to try to use compel. Like if I can
I figured.
fucking do the thing. Yeah. Okay. That's what happened. Just in case if someone asks you, but I'll do most of the talking. Yeah.
No worries. Your phone's ringing. And you realize your phone's ringing in your pocket.
Hello? Hello? No, hello?
Hello.
Hey,
Phone.
Lillian.
Can we have a chat for a moment? Are you busy?
And he does one of these. Yeah, a couple minutes.
Okay. Do you have any siblings? Family members?
Are we talking like other gangrel, or what do you mean?
I mean mortal.
Yeah, kinda.
And I will send over the information while still on the phone. You're like, does this person recognize? Do you recognize them at all?
You hear a large scream from the other side of the phone.
She, like, holds her phone away for a sec, like, oh gosh.
And it is followed by like a waterfall of swearing. He's like, fuck, shit, goddamn, fuck, what? Canada's not fucking far enough? Like, I don't, and he is just really elevated. But then he comes back to the phone, he goes, Lillian, hi. Are they there now?
No. Apparently they're missing somewhere on the border.
They're missing, and they're on the
Uh-huh.
border.
With 3 other, like, them and 2 others, yeah. There's
2
3
other who? 3 of who?
people missing.
People?
Assuming people.
That large blood-curdling yell happens again, followed by another series of swears. Okay, border. The New York
border.
Canadian border.
I'm assuming yes. And like she'll hold the phone like clamped over for a sec and just ask Sam if Sam is still in the room. Like, is it
I mean, he says,
Which
yeah. He says,
border?
I would assume they've made it to Montreal by now. It was about a night ago that they got stopped at the border and they escaped. It's only like The border is only like an hour away from here, so not even 45 minutes. So
Thank you so much. And well, so we're assuming last night sometime they escaped from whatever situation they were in. And
What
made their
situation?
cultist.
Sorry. Cult.
She like holds the phone away again.
Give me the phone. I want to talk to him. Let me talk to Stone. I can talk him down.
Like,
I know I
Clementine would like to talk to you. And
No,
like,
don't give me the phone. Clementine.
Stony! It's okay.
Glenn.
Everything's gonna be so fine. We're gonna take care of everything. What are you doing? What are you wearing right now? What socks do you have on?
The ducks that you bought me.
Yeah. Oh, good. See, don't you feel better already? Okay. Anyway, so that's a problem, right? Maybe you should come hang out with us for a little bit. Maybe we can strategize, figure out what sort of strategy we could strategize
the
together.
phone back. And
Yeah.
Think of the pets.
yes, if you could swing by at some point.
Yeah, I just have to do a little drop off and I'll be there.
A little
I'll-
drop off.
Yeah, I have a thing.
Who hired you?
You know I don't. That's not.
You didn't ask, did you?
Who does? The money's
I
green,
do.
or whatever money color is here in
Always ask,
Canada
'cause you
land.
never know who you're going to get entangled with. Always
I don't
ask.
I know you don't. That's wrong. You don't always ask. You
always
show
ask.
up.
You
You
always
do the job. You go home. No, you do.
Christmases.
Ask it. Ask it. Ask
Like-
it gets you in trouble. And he looks
It's
at
just
the
a
open
bridge.
container. He's like, ask it gets you in trouble.
just to make sure that Ian knows, you know who you got the job from, but you don't know who they were fronting, right?
Oh yeah, no, we don't. But we still don't give
Okay.
our.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure that you know.
I read the note, Bleak. I'm a better player in 2026. Leave me alone. Oh.
Years young.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Let me finish this drop, and I will be there as fast as I can.
Lovely, thank you. Also, we're having a bit of a problem at the bar, so if you want anything in particular, please let me know in advance.
What anything in particular? Like, oh yes. I'll send a text, and like he's rushing you off the phone. Like,
Bye, Stony. Love you. Say it back.
bye. Click.
Wow, rude. He didn't say I love you back. I
I'll
love you,
remember
Clementine.
this. I love you, Lillian, and those who do not love me and don't express their love for me will find the consequences quite dire.
Does Clementine have a phone? Does Clementine own a phone?
Yeah, you know what? It's the newest iPhone. It's in pink. It is rhinestone. She already cracked the screen.
You get a text message and it's a video, and he goes, "I'm sorry, I forgot to say it. I love you. Okay, I'll be there in a minute." And then like it's just it's super quick. I think it's like 6 seconds.
And as soon as you hang up, Ian, you get to your bike and you see Brophy on his bike looking at you like,
What? What'd you hear?
nothing. He starts off his motorcycle. Where are we going?
Yeah, we're going. Is that how a motorcycle sounds? Like?
in Canada.
I imagine that motorcycle goes, and if that's the kind of vibe that we're going with motorcycles.
It's just
We have polite motorcycles.
There's quiet hours around, so
Yeah.
it's just like Faru. Like it's just very nice. Okay. I think in this current moment the idea is to get this done as quickly as possible, give them whatever story that I just created, and then leave.
Are you going to drop off? Because it's not going to be that simple, man.
Oh shit.
Sorry to tell you.
Okay, come on. It's not gonna be that simple.
Oh, you got to make decisions.
I do. Yeah, no, they already know I'm here. It's not like they don't know I'm here. Yeah, I'm gonna go drop off the thing.
You circle, you do that, let's go sign, and the motorcycles all kind of pile up, and the truck starts to move, and you start heading downtown to where the drop-off is. Now, downtown Montreal, there used to be this ginormous store called The Bay, which was this kind of had been there forever, and it's got several floors, and it's this giant building, but they closed down last year, and now it's kind of empty, and the address you have is a shipping receiving dock at the Bay. And that is where you're heading with your motorcycle gang. Meanwhile, back in the office, Sam is telling you, I've talked to my friend Paz. They know computers very well, and they said they can probably come down, but it's not going to be until tomorrow.
Well, that's a problem for tonight, but...
Pascal leans his head and is like, are we just closing? I don't have that many reservations. I have 7 reservations. The only major client we have coming tonight is that Finley fucker. Everybody else is like people I don't know. So
do we like the Finley fucker?
I mean, he's a bit of a douche, but
Is their money spend well? Deep pockets?
Yeah, so Finley is a kind of a rising star in the Montreal underground art scene. He's like did a couple of gallery shows recently. Word is that the well-known curator Arkham Olivier is taking a personal interest in Finley, and it's sort of like raised his profile a lot, and he's kind of an in-demand. Like I said, rising star in the art world.
You visibly see Clementine like panicking at the idea of closing if Finley is to be here, and she has gotten off of your desk and is like nose high to your desk and has her like nails like sort of digging along the glass. Like, what if we just did hand tickets all night and did cash only, and we could make it like a cash bar? I can help you. I'll help you. I'll do anything to help you, Lily.
I will put a hand on her hand and like gently sort of stroke it. Lillian's skin is insanely soft. For a kindred, it is unreasonably soft. Like, she has never lifted or done any sort of manual labor in her life. It's like, how about this? Pascal, let's do a private dinner and the works for Finley, and we'll tell everyone the bar has been booked out for the night. That way you get to meet your favorite artist.
Well, I can't actually talk to him.
I think you would get along swimmingly. Not that I know anything about this human being at all.
No, I can't talk to him. No, that is actually impossible because it is. But I still would like to watch him. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll let you have your voyeurism. That's fine. Mm-hmm. We'll do that. We'll proceed. We will close for everyone but him. It will be a private evening, and it will be lovely. And then tomorrow, looks to Sam, we will get your friend here bright and early, as soon as the sun goes down, to fix everything.
We can do that. And the 3 people I've asked you to look for, where do they fit into all this?
We're already on it.
You're on it?
Yeah.
Anything I can do to help?
I will let you know. Do you have a contact way to contact you?
Yeah,
information?
it'll slip a business card on your desk. The only other thing I know about them is that this thing they're holding is taking place on Ile Saint-Hélène this weekend. Like a whole weekend thing.
It's a whole weekend thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. Thank you.
I've also sent you a link to a recent video that he did, a talk that he gave. If you think that can be useful, I'll do that.
Awesome.
Yeah, give me a call if I can do anything.
I will.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I really think those kids
I
are
think
gonna be in
this
a lot of
one
trouble,
is
so.
a bit close to the chest for one of us. And she will leave it at that and sort of shoo Sam out of the office, because the next phone call she wants to make, or the next contact that she wants to make, is not for prying ears, and will look to Clementine. You're like, you must leave too.
Oh,
Go monitor Pascal. Make sure he does everything correctly.
I should follow close behind him, shouldn't I? That's a great
Yes.
idea, Lily, and I'm so glad that you came up with that idea. And she immediately goes to find Pascal to invade his private space as he works.
And as you get ready to make your phone call, you hear Pascal and the other one going, God damn it, stop doing that.
Didn't do
My
anything.
little nightmare doing her little nightmare things.
What's your call?
I'm going to make a call to someone that I don't necessarily want to make a call to, but seeing as this is looking to be a bigger problem, not just for my little section of the city, but the city overall, she is going to call the prince.
The prince.
Yes, or at least attempt to call.
I'm going to go ahead and say that, yeah, given the thing. You will call the phone number that you have. You will get a male voice on the phone. Hello.
Hello. I don't necessarily want to be making this phone call, first off. You know, you're a very busy individual.
That's not the prince, by the way. That's like a helper.
Yeah, I'm sure, but it's still a very busy individual.
Okay, sorry. Good.
Is our sweet prince around by happenstance? This is kind of a conversation directly for his ears.
Her ears.
Her ears.
Who should I say is calling?
Lillian.
Will she know who that is?
I would hope so.
One moment.
I have
please.
enough connection.
Put on a hold. There's some sort of concerto that plays. After a moment, Prince Maud Sinclair's voice comes on the line. Lillian, what a surprise.
Yes. Oh, I know. I've had a situation fall upon my lap, and I feel like you should at least be apprised of it, because it looks pretty nasty.
Okay. Do share.
So we have someone upon social media, and I know before you groan, I groan too, sprouting off some rather dangerous things and is collecting a bit of a cult, and they will be here in our city this weekend. People have already gone missing because of this individual.
Do they have names? Not the people missing, but the individual in
I will
question.
pass along all the names that were given. I did not write them down, so I don't remember them.
No problem. All right, and this information that you have, you got this how?
Someone within my territory came in to talk to me about it.
Okay, well, here's what you're going to do, Lillian. I need you to do nothing for a little bit. I need you to sit in your little chair, run your little bar, your little restaurant, and don't do anything until I call you back.
Uh-huh. And how long is that going to be?
A night or two at most. I need to look into a few things with this before we do anything. We wouldn't want to rush into it.
Certainly not. Certainly not. Okay. Every part of her is fucking lying. She is absolutely going to do something about it because it is in her territory. But
thank you, Lillian, for reaching out with that information. I really appreciate it, and I will get back to you soon. Remember what I said. Let's not be hasty.
Yeah, of course. Never hasty.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
If you pick up any information, can you pass it along?
Absolutely. Will do.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
You as well. She hangs up, and then we'll sit there for a moment longer looking over the information, specifically about the people and about who this individual is, and like do a little social media snooping.
This person, Julian Moreau, is young, good looking, very charismatic. And he's got just that right kind of mixture of approachable, but also looking like, you know, the adult in the room kind of thing. You flip through a couple of things. You listen to a few of his TikToks. You arrive on one where you see him giving a talk to about 30 or so young people that have kind of gathered in some kind of social hall or something like that, like a communal hall or something like that. And as you're listening to him, you know, this guy's got charm, he's got charisma, he knows what he's doing. This is what he's saying. You were told the dark is something to escape, something to bury, to apologize for, to bleach out of yourself until you're acceptable. But that's a lie that keeps you small. You're not smart enough, athletic enough, pretty enough, straight enough. It's all the same lie. I want to share with you something older and truer. Light only exists because there is shadow to define it. Freedom is not obedience. Growth is not purity. The self you're afraid of is often that self that knows the way forward. Yes, they let you grow, but on their terms, according to the parameters they set down, the same ones that were set down for them, generational tyranny. They warn you about temptation, about desire, about wanting more, but wanting more is how humanity learned about fire, created languages, built cities. This was understood by philosophers long before algorithms and screens, that enlightenment doesn't come from denial, it comes from knowledge, from choosing to look even when the truth makes us uncomfortable. You are not broken because you feel restless. You are not lost because you question the rules you inherited. You are waking up. The neon god doesn't demand worship unless it's worship in yourself, because that's who the neon god is. That bright, colorful, whimsical, unique, like glittering in the dark. That's you. It asks for awareness. It asks you to see the systems that bind you, to name them, and then, when you're ready, to step sideways out of them, not in anger, not in fear, but with intention. Step sideways, beyond their reach. Now, tonight isn't about becoming someone else. It's about remembering who you were before they told you what you were allowed to be. Now, stand in your shadow, learn from it, and then decide for yourself what you will become. And at this, it's not applause, it's not this eruption, but you can sense this rapt adulation, this rapt attention that the kids are paying to him, and they're almost kind of swaying in place as they're listening to him. And you go through several of these clips, and it's always this kind of talk and this kind of stuff, and you gotta admit, he's got something going on, and the crowds keep getting bigger and bigger, and his TikToks are getting thousands and thousands and millions of views, and it's just kind of going pretty crazy.
I do not believe for a moment that this person is not Kindred. I understand, like, I'm sure she sees videos of him, like, standing in the sunlight and stuff like that, but, like,
Yeah.
sit there and like, there's a heavy question. Like, I don't know, something's really fishy about this individual. And we'll emerge from her office and sort of walk up to Clementine, who's probably following around.
Well, hold on to that thought for a second, Clementine.
Okay.
You walk outside and you're following Pascal, and it's kind of like a cat where you're like always exactly where he needs to go.
Yes.
He's like, Clementine, I love you dearly, but I got like a million things to do, and I got to do them all by hand right now, and you're kind of cramping my style.
You love me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, well,
What?
okay. I'm sorry that I'm cramping your style. Is there a particular body part that's cramping the most?
Yeah, my spleen and fuck, they're here. And you see him look over your shoulder, and he's got the defeated look. And when you look over, you see in the lobby downstairs, you see Finley and his entourage. And someone is explaining to them kind of what's going on. And he's got like 5 or 6 people with him, all people you kind of recognize from the art scene or the pop scene in Montreal.
Pascal would hear a very audible, unnecessary gasp from Clementine.
Are you about to pass out?
She looks like she's about to pass out.
All right. Do you need a chair? And he pulls a chair up and he kind of sits you down in it.
He's the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life. He reminds me of somebody I knew a long, long time ago. And it's just a little daunting. It's a daunting moment between myself and me and I.
Okay. I'm going to go deal with that while you kind of get over whatever it is that's currently taken over you.
She takes his hand and like squeezes it a little too hard.
Can you sit them in the booth that I can, you know where my VIP section is, where I like to sit in the VIP area. Can you sit them in the booth like in a way that I can watch them from overhead?
Sure. I'll do that for you.
And she
Really?
takes
This guy?
She takes the back of his hand and kisses it several times before letting it go.
Can I have my hand back? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Clementine. That's good. Would you get Clementine a bowl of milk, please? All right, thanks. I'm going to go and take care of this. And he heads down, and you can see, like, downstairs when you look down, he comes down and he starts talking to them. And you see that Finley's about to leave. And then Pascal, like, kind of calls him over and they start talking. And you're very much observed with that. And when you come out, Lillian, you find you have this kind of area that overlooks the entrance hall on this floor. And you see Clementine on her knees on the couch, kind of looking over the balustrade, looking down.
Finley must be here. Hey, Clementine, can I have you take a look at this video real fast and tell me what you think?
Yes.
And she like peels herself away from where she is watching.
You'll have to tell me about this fascination at some point.
You saw just before your last look that Pascal was taking them where you wanted them to go.
Oh, good. Oh, yes.
She does a little clap at nothing, seemingly to Lily, and does her little scurry over to her. It's just he just reminds me of an old friend. That's all.
Is this something that I have to worry about?
I think that you would know that this is a very abnormal response for Clementine when she's not really afraid to talk to people. And you know that in her business that she operates within the bar, she can kind of turn it on, for lack of better words, become very poised and in control of herself. When it comes to Finley, she is very manic and very out of control. So to answer your question, it is very problematic, I would imagine.
Okay.
What
Anyway,
video?
look at
What
this video,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go introduce myself.
I'll be here looking at the video.
Awesome. Good
And
girl.
as you're doing
Thank you.
that, downtown, Stone, you and the rest of your gang and the truck arrive near the shipping and receiving dock at the bay. As you approach, the door activates and opens, and you roll on down into the sub-basement, the parking area of the bay store. Sorry, I'm drinking bubbles. And as you drive down, you'll get eventually to like a loading dock area. The truck kind of maneuvers over there. You can see there's a big forklift there, and you can see a couple of cars parked there. And as you you pull in, the door opens, and you see stepping out of the car a man named Stokes. Stokes, you know, is of Clan Ventru and is the Peacekeeper, which is a conflation of both the Sheriff and Keeper of Elysium position in the city of Montreal. He steps out of the car, closes his very stylish jacket. He's got a cigar in the corner of his mouth, the door on his hat. He walks over. Well, only 10 minutes late.
Yeah, only 10 minutes late. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did I do something to you? Did I piss you off in some form or fashion? Have we not done business well together?
What's this about?
I should be asking you the same thing. I go to the drop point or the pickup point in which you instructed, or which I was instructed. By the time I get there, your package is swarmed. You leading me into a trap? Swarmed. Capital swarm.
Swarmed by
it was
what?
bad.
Insects? What?
Insects I can handle. These are worse. Why don't you tell me about the Thin Bloods over on the west side?
The Thin Bloods over on... What Thin Bloods over on the west side?
I'm asking you. I wouldn't even known who they were unless we got 3 of them. The rest of them scattered like roaches.
Hold on. Look, start at the beginning. You're not making much sense to me here. You say there was a swarm of Thin Bloods all over this container when you got there?
I show up to the pickup. The container was off the crane, on the ground, surrounded by, I don't know, like 8 to 11 of them. They see us and immediately turn on us. So I ask you again, did I piss you off? Huh? Did I do something to you?
No, I don't really even think I know you. And I'm a little worried about this story because I'm not aware of swarms of Thin Bloods anywhere in the city, let alone in the West End. I know that there is a group of them in the East End where you come from. Are you sure it wasn't those guys?
They said West, and while we're having this conversation, I'll make a big to-do. I'd like to use Vistitude again, if that's okay.
Vicissitude.
Vicissitude again.
Yeah.
And on my back, I'd like to make like a couple gashes, make it fun. Some bruises and shit. Pop a bone.
Pop a bone. You have to make a roll for using your vicissitude like that?
What size bone?
The smallest bone.
A little bone?
Little bone. Little tiny bone. Resolve and protein. So my resolve.
And then you click on the
got it.
discipline itself, yeah.
I'd like to use a night move.
Go for it.
I got 4 of them. Oop, that's not right. There it is. That's 4 successes. Let's ride.
Give me also, while you're at it, A straight up willpower roll.
Okay.
Just to see if you can hide pain, because this is going to be...
I'd like to play into it. So he's getting more and more animated about what's happening, and he Stone puts his hands in the air and he's like, fuck, shit. We don't know each other. Still need me to roll.
Give me, if you will, composure plus subterfuge roll.
Okay, composure, subterfuge. One success.
So you're going through this whole rigmarole. You're going like, showing him this and going. And he's looking at you, and then you see him twitch a second, like he's listening to something. And he's like, all right, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Whatever you're doing, stop it. You wouldn't be lying to me, Gunnar, would you?
Huh?
You wouldn't be lying
What?
to me, would you? Because I have someone who's been taking a very close look at you while you're talking to me, and they're saying that things are very muddled right now in your aura, and they're not certain that everything you're telling me is on the up and up. Bronson, is that it? Is that the name? Bronson? Like good old Charlie Bronson?
You have an eye. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. So,
Right.
okay. Maybe a little bit of
Bronson.
the theatrics was enough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Bronson.
but it was bad.
And then he moves over and he goes around and he looks at the back of the truck. And he comes back to you. They had opened the container, had they?
Yeah. The container was open.
And after this scuffle, this grand melee that you were involved in was over, you just close the door, then look inside and nothing?
I didn't fully look inside. The door was open. It was dark. Was enough for me to turn away. I closed the son of a bitch and packed it up.
Okay. Let's take a look inside. Come, I want to show you what's inside. No, you went
Nope.
through a lot. You went through a lot.
Nope.
You went through a lot to get
Listen,
this
what was
here.
your name again?
Stokes.
Stokes. Stokes. Wonderful to meet you. Listen, that's not what I do. I don't ask questions. I pick up, I drop off, I go home. Plus, I have a prior engagement that I really need to get to. It's very important. Okay? You got
give
your
us
container.
a description of this swarm of thin bloods. Where are the bodies? Did you dispose of them properly? How did you get rid of them?
I tossed them in the water.
You tossed them on the ice.
No, we cut a hole.
You cut a hole in the ice and tossed the bodies in the ice. Okay. All right. Tell you what. Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Since you have a prior engagement, I would hate to cause you to be late and offend whoever it is you're going to meet. So I'm going to tell you can go. Payment's going to be arranged as agreed upon. I'm going to take a look at certain things. Maybe the cameras at the port, things of that nature. See about how much noise this encounter with a swarm, that's how you, what's a swarm? 7, 10, 15? What's a swarm?
8 to 11 is what I said.
8 to 11, right? And I'll be back in touch. How about that? Does that sound agreeable to you?
Sounds good.
Have yourself a sweet night.
You too, Stokes. And he turns and leaves. And as soon as he is 10 miles away from wherever that is, right? I assume that Dolphy is riding with us?
Mm-hmm. Brophy.
Brophy, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He looks at him and he goes, make it happen.
Make what happen?
Anything. Torch the place. Bribe your grandmother. Make sure whatever I said happens.
Are we in fucking deep shit, boss?
Yeah. In more ways than one. I need cameras destroyed. You know what? I don't burn the building. I don't care. Just make it happen. I have to go.
Okay. Okay, we'll make it happen.
Thank you. Call me. Not on this phone. You know which phone to call me on. And he speeds off.
You speed up. Didn't your other character also have a run-in with Stokes? I think it's a kind of a prerequisite.
Yeah, it is. Did not end like this though.
No. You hightail it back to Eden. And just for sake of getting everyone together, we'll say that you arrive just as you, Clementine, are finishing watching views. Is there anything you want to do while you watch these videos, or are you just kind of taking them in, or what's your situation?
She's taking them in, but I want you to know, this is very important to me, that how Stone sees Clementine for the first time that evening is she's on her back with her feet kicked up in the air, and she's kind of doing like a pin-up little swing with her legs while watching this video like this. And he would probably recognize those rhinestone boots that she's wearing. But yeah, she's just taking it in, and she's replaying it over and over and over again to try and take in as much information as she possibly can. And sort of racking her brain with what information she already has floating around in there from other clientele.
And what is Lillian doing while all this is going on?
She is introducing herself to the guests for the evening, since they are the only guests and she can pay her proper attention to them.
No problem. Is there something you wish to accomplish with this, or is it just because I
No,
just want
this
to see
is just
okay.
being a good host.
So you're downstairs, being a good host, dealing with your people, kind of getting things settled down, and it looks like things are going to be all right. You know, like there's some people canceled and some people return, but there's still a few people kind of coming. It's not going to be a great night. It's going to be all right. And you hear a motorbike outside pulling right up, literally like up the ramp to access the place, and then just kind of park in there. And you see Stone just kind of huffing and puffing and just
Hey!
With a swiftness, she's like, no,
No.
not so loud. Let's go upstairs.
Oh, you have a thing going on.
Guests.
Oh, okay. You
Thumbs.
are these like really important guests? Like how important? Like level of 1 to 10?
Like, their opinion matters.
Level 1 to 10.
10. Maybe
10.
9. 9.5.
9. Okay.
8.5. Okay, yeah, 8.5. Let's go there.
8.5. Okay. Lillian, I told you for the last time, you can't be leaving me out on heartstrings as such. I'm only a simple man. You can't just whisk me away for a night of passion and then just leave me in the snow covered.
Okay, Lillian's voice turns to absolute honey as she enraptures him to pull him upstairs to get him to shut the fuck up.
Oh, you just think you're gonna have it, and it like trails off.
Come on, darling, let's go.
You climb upstairs, you come up, and you see Lillian as described earlier.
You mean Clementine?
Clementine.
Sorry.
She's ignored. She heard the shouting, I would imagine, but she's like really into watching this video and also kicking her feet. She's very happy with kicking her feet.
Whew, that was worth it. Okay, sorry.
I swear to everything if you do that again.
I probably will.
I know you will. God, I need to get you a back entrance.
Ew. Okay.
No.
Sorry. Down to business. You have information about someone you've seen.
So yeah, I will hand over all the documentation that Sam handed her, and also have him watch one of these videos, probably the same video that is being watched on repeat, and just be like, okay, so this is seeming like a bigger problem than it should be.
He's about as bad as Jared Leto. Oh.
Yeah, it's not great.
And the picture is, in fact, of your daughter. You can see her, and it looks like it's a picture that was taken in a police station or maybe a border station or something like that. It's kind of a grainy video camera kind of thing.
Do we know where this was taken?
At the border. That's what I was told.
This was at the border. How long
Well,
ago?
yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday, last night.
Okay. Thanks.
And
I'll see you
then-
later. He about faces.
Whoa. Pause for a second.
What?
I've already, like, okay. Whatever you're going to do it on DL.
Maybe.
Why are you
Please.
leaving me, Stone? You get,
I have to go find someone important.
And
The
who
girl.
is this important person that you're trying to find?
Is there an important person to me? Not to you all.
That's fine. I appreciate personally important people.
You remember that conversation we had earlier on the phone about questions?
I don't. So, who is she to you?
I don't want. Okay.
She's giving you the doe eyes, big,
And-
wide.
He's 100% doing this. Like, I don't. Listen.
She is crawling right now.
I will
hands-
mesmerize the information out of you if I need to.
I will also mesmerize the information. We will both mesmerize you. But Clementine is like up on hand and knee and like very sultry, crawling towards you on the couch stone.
Okay. Oh, no, I can't. Stop. I just. Okay. I just. I gotta go. And he takes off running.
This person. Okay, no, hold on. Pause. Mesmerize. I want to know. I want the dirty secret. I want to know why this person is so important to my
Well,
friend.
While Lillian is doing that and Stone is running, can Clementine like run and jump and grab his ankle?
Okay. So one thing at a time. So let's do the mesmerize.
No, Bleak, do 7 things at once.
Okay,
All right, mesmerize is going to be.
it is arouse check and manipulation and dominate.
Does he get roll?
Cost one arouse check, dice pool.
Mesmerize is also an album by.
It's
It's a good one too.
Mesmerize, the vampire shoots complex commands the victim. Run Ross check, dice pool, intelligence versus. Okay, manipulation, dominate versus intelligence plus resolve for you, Ian.
Resolve in what?
Intelligence plus resolve.
No, I'm gonna lose.
Good.
It's- I have 2 successes. That sounds like too many dice.
No, it's only 5. It's fine. I have 2 successes.
Two successes. What are your resolves, both of you?
Like how many pips I got in resolve? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, how many pips do you have in resolve?
I have 1.
I have 2.
All right.
Dag on it.
So, Lillian's, what's your command to him, Lillian?
Stop. Tell me why they aren't so important to you.
Hold on. Before you do that, Ian, tell me what your nature is.
Where do I find that on this sheet, Blake? My eyes are going cross-eyed.
On the character sheet somewhere in front.
All on the front.
It'll be like near your character's name and all of that. I just don't have a character sheet open in front of me.
Okay.
Oh,
Same
it's
nature
4
down
wits.
What?
Resolve. Your demeanor. I'm a
Your
liar.
nature. I need.
Hold on. I can't see shit.
Your nature is indicated probably in concept and lore.
No, there's nothing in here. Quick, chat, look away. Quick, look away.
Look harder.
I
No.
don't. Yeah, no, I don't. I totally don't see it either. The hell.
Yeah, there's nothing in here. That says
Okay, never
All right,
mind.
so
Go
Blake's
ahead.
a liar.
So the her command lasts for a scene or until you carry it out.
Okay. And I don't have to tell you right away, but I have to tell you. So he's gonna go, "Hey, fuck you." All right.
She's just gonna. There's just a cocky smile across her like perfectly painted lips.
Okay. I just she's my daughter.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said she's my daughter.
You're not a virgin?
Nope.
Could have fooled me. On account, because I keep the advances, you deny them, and I have to make you say that you love me.
I'd like to keep a clear mind when I'm working, and I'm working all the time.
Boring. Anyway, how can we help?
Well, you can't.
But we can.
Mm-hmm.
Let us
No,
help.
see, no, because I'm probably going to end up killing a lot of people, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. You guys stay here. You have your little tea party. I'm going to go do
You
this.
would feel bad about it? I mean,
Yes,
I don't want to get
I
my
don't
hands
know.
dirty, but like
There it is.
I
could.
I think you see Clementine do the snap. She's business now. And her eyes sort of come back to this very lucid moment, and she's just like, I would like to help you, Stone.
I'm trying to think of how he would take that, because that's jarring. him.
It should
Yeah.
be. It goes from this very manic, very wide-eyed, very bubblegum pop everything to very serious to very coherent. She's in it. She's locked in.
Okay. Okay. What do you? Okay. Wait. Hold on. And because he is taken back by this. He's like, wait. Hold on. No. First of all, she's linked up with this cultist dude. Yeah.
Yes. And your problem is our problem. Because that's how we do things here.
All right.
Not to mention, if you rush in hastily there, Stone, you might find yourself in deeper shit than you can handle. Maybe we take a moment, we breathe, and we strategize.
Yeah. It's already been kind of a hectic night. I probably should take a beat.
Uh-huh.
What's going on with your night? Now this is purely like, I want the juicy gossip.
I lost my virginity. Anyway,
No, you did that a while back, clearly.
yeah, no, it's just the business stuff, package things. Do you know somebody named Stokes?
Storyteller, do I know someone named Stokes? I would like to assume that I do, but
Yeah. Totally. You know who Stokes is.
of course I know Stokes.
Not to be messed with. This is a question.
Second most powerful kindred in the city, basically, politically.
Pretty up there. Why? Please don't mess with Stokes.
I didn't mess with Stokes per se.
Stokes mess with you.
They tried to.
In what way?
Emotionally.
I'm gonna need more than that.
I peeked. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I peeked into the package. I asked questions.
I'm so proud of you. Good job.
No, I'm probably gonna die.
Stokes won't kill you. We'll have a conversation. It'll be fine.
I also made this huge theatric tale that there were thin bloods from the west side that swarmed the box, and that's the reason why it was open.
Were there thin bloods that swarmed the box?
They were thin bloods.
Uh-huh.
There were thin bloods in the box.
In what state were these thin bloods? Were they alive?
One was.
And you took care of it, right?
I didn't take care of anything, but somebody did. I also
and
have
Stokes
this.
hired you to deal with
Transport
this
the box. Transport the box. Transport the box. Yeah.
Did you? And the box has been delivered.
It has.
Okay. And you opened it.
Oh, yeah, I opened it. Yeah, I had the crowbar and everything. I was approached by another thin blood named Desmond saying that he was concerned about certain things that are happening, and it was a boring night. I had been.
That does not sound like a boring night.
Well,
Storyteller, do I know Desmond? Would I know that name? Would I be familiar with that name?
Yeah, you would know that Desmond is a thin blood by some saying the first one in the city, and you know that he is the one who runs the Eclipse Saint, who are a group of thin bloods and former anarchs or anarchs that kind of are street level kind of organization in the East End.
Mm.
That's fine. I'm still getting paid, so it is what it is.
What are thin bloods doing mixed up with this?
On both sides of it is my.
both
I wonder if. I wonder if this means anything. And his saddlebag on his bike is easily removable, and he kind of takes it off, puts it over his shoulder, and he goes, "Oh, I found this too." Pop, and drops down the satchel that has the map, the keys, the prepaid phone, all of that. And he goes, each one of them had this, the little go bag of stuff.
Ooh, nosy. I'm gonna peek through everything.
So as mentioned, sorry, no, please go ahead.
I think I'd be more inclined to like hand the wax seal scroll over to Lily and be like, "What do you think about this?" Everything else is fine. Keys, phone, addresses is fine. This though.
No, this is weird. Do I recognize the seal on it?
There's no seal. It's just the tube itself is sealed with melted wax, but there's no imprint. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So there's no like fancy seal or anything on it. Okay. I want to break this. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna break the seal.
You break the seal inside on what appears to be really old kind of paper, very brittle. You pull it out, and there is a very carefully handwritten letter, kind of long, that is written, like I said, written by hand. The letter starts with Ministry of the Neon God, Office of Luminous Compliance,
Fuck.
Internal Memorandum Eyes Only, 2 Road Missionaries, Montreal Chapter, from the Synod of Luminescent Will. I will copy this and put it in your notes later.
Thank you.
Subject, Phase 1 Infiltration Directive, Northern City. Children of the Afterglow. You have been chosen to walk unseen beneath the cold lights of Montreal, where old faiths decay quietly and new hungers flicker behind tinted glass. Remember always, you are not conquerors. You are reflections. The city must see itself in you before it even sees the ministry. Your cover remains unchanged. Publicly, you are no more than drifting seekers, artists, students, helpers, or observers, faces that belong anywhere and nowhere. Privately, you serve the neon god, whose radiance thrives in transition, doubt, and yearning. On presence, embed yourselves within the city's existing currents. Go where questions are louder than answers, where identity is worn loosely, where boredom, anger, and hope hum just below the surface. Do not announce purpose. Purpose, when named too early, withers. Listen more than you speak. Learn the rhythms of the city, its nights, its winters, its language layered over one another like old posters. The ministry does not impose, it resonates. On contact. You are not tasked with gathering followers, but with recognizing potential. Those who feel unseen, stalled, or disconnected may sense the neon god before they understand it. When such individuals cross your path, do not instruct, do not persuade. Allow curiosity to do its own work. Symbols matter more than sermons. Atmosphere more than argument. The ministry grows through implication, not insistence. On the veil, maintain the outer mythology without embellishment. The old name is for those already deep into the truth. Never utter it. The neon god is a mask, new, contradictory, and sufficiently opaque. Should question arise, let ambiguity stand. Mystery is a shield. Never correct misconceptions unless they endanger the operation. Truth is revealed only when it can no longer be mistaken for metaphor. On conduct, you are watched. By the city, by one another, and by the neon god itself. Avoid excess. Avoid cruelty. Avoid leaving marks that cannot be explained away as coincidence. Above all, remember, disaffection is not weakness. It is raw material, treated with care. Further instructions will be transmitted once the city begins to reflect you back to yourselves. Walk softly. Shine only when the light is already there. Burn this message. Sign, the Synod.
I assume we're not burning this.
Did Lillian read all of that out loud?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Well, it seems as though two worlds are colliding right now. Whoever gave you that job there, Stone, it looks like that they might be involved with the things that we're involved with as a group, as a family unit. You see the mania has returned back to her face.
Great. Okay. This keeps getting better. So all of this is connected already. Great. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
When are we leaving?
That's a great question. Did I get anything from the videos that I watched, Bleak?
Again, nothing stands out too much. Hold on, let me the videos are short, calm, beautifully shot. There's definitely a team behind them. Rooftop talks at dusk, candlelit rooms, lo-fi music, soft eye contact. The message is always simple. You're not broken. The world trained you to feel the way you are. If you believe yourself broken and you don't try to stand up for yourself, you hide. I can help you unlearn that. His targets seem to be disaffected youth, creatives, addicts in recovery, queer, marginalized communities, young people alienated from institutions. He, of course, never refers to it as a religion. He calls it waking up. The message being that guilt is their tool, a tool of control. They make you unable to want better for yourself because you feel you don't deserve better. That desire is truth. The shame they force you to feel is the lie, to wake up. Guilt's a tool of control. Hierarchy is a lie. Desire is truth. Shame is a real addiction. You can tell that he kind of borrows freely from therapy language, mindfulness, occult aesthetics, anti-capitalist rhetoric. He doesn't tell people what to do. He just tells them, listen to what your body already knows.
Okay. I think Clementine looks between Lillian and Stone and says, I think that perhaps, because we know he's coming, he's hosting a thing. Sam Reed told Lillian that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that your daughter is going to be at some sort of gathering.
If not already within the city doing the work.
Pascal comes over. Lillian.
Yes.
That Finley fuck is downstairs. He's trying to recruit people for something.
What do you mean recruit? Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he's talking about something about a neon thing or other, and he's telling people that he's doing a thing with them this weekend, and he's inviting people to come down to St. Helena. I don't know. He's got like a whole thing. He's just grabbing anyone who comes by, and it's kind of being problematic, to be honest.
I show Pascal the picture, and I go, is this the fucker?
No. I've never seen that guy before. Finley's a regular. He's an artist here in town.
Clementine gets up. She gets up and she's walking down towards that table.
As you...
I'm following.
Oh, I'm absolutely following.
As the three of you head there, Clementine leading the way, you approach Finley and you feel, as always, that kind of trepidation that you feel as you approach him. And he turns towards you and he smiles. He says, Clementine. And as he does, you see two of his tattoos are these giant snakes that are crossed over his chest. They roll off of him, reach out, and both of them bite you right in the face.
She doesn't scream. She just very quietly is whimpering.
And on that note, my friends, that is where we will end tonight's
session. Son of a bitch. What? How dare? I could just keep going for like another hour or two.
Or 4.
Wait,
or
question.
4. For sure.
Do we see that? Do we see that?
I don't know. We'll find out next game.
No.
Oh, God
I'm
dang it.
assuming not. Malkavians and their bullshit.
She's doing her best. She doesn't mean to be insane.
I love her.
She's doing
She
great.
does no
You're
wrong.
doing great, Twiggy.
Just standing there going,
Just very quietly. Yeah. Oh.